What's going on, guys? My name's Jay. Welcome to another video. Today is going to be a special one for me because this will be the first time that I've ever not had but ever worked on what I'm about to show you all. So real quick, I picked this thing up on eBay. I gave 51.99 for it. Um, Shipped. Took like 3 days to get here. The description said that it wouldn't come on and that they tried multiple chargers and still got nothing. So that's all I have to go off of. You can see I just opened it up. Looks like the box is from GameStop. There's definitely something in there. It looks like this hinge may be... No, I guess that's how it's supposed to be. So yeah, got it on eBay. Hopefully we can get it fixed. Enough talking. Let's get into this thing because I'm super excited. I was actually given a bunch of games for this system. One of them's not even been open yet, but I didn't have a system to play it on. So hopefully we can get this working and I can play some of those games. So let's see what we got in here. Yeah, a PSP. So I got the original PSP 1000. First glance, I see that it doesn't have the cover for the joystick, and there's something going on up here. I don't know if you can... The camera's going to focus on it or not. There you go. And, ooh, looks like it comes with a game. We have Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. Always been a huge Grand Theft Auto fan, so hopefully that works. Now, as far as I know, I didn't hit this button. Okay, it latched good. Unlatched, so that's working. That's working good. L button's a little sticky. Right one feels good. The rest of the main buttons feel good. It looks like we got some crud down in these. I don't know if it's like dirt, food, I don't know, something. Ooh, the home button is super sticky. The rest of them feel good. Yeah, that home button, whatever this is in the speaker right here, is definitely down in this button right here. So, let's see, did it come with a memory card? Ooh, it did. These things right here are why the system didn't perform like it should have. These were super expensive, and they only worked for this system. 1 gigabyte, not bad. I will definitely take it. I believe I already have a 1 gigabyte. I'll have to see if I got anything saved on it. So we got the Wi-Fi. There's some crud in this. That is not looking good. I am afraid there's some water damage of some sort. I can't even turn the Wi-Fi button. Like, I can't even move it. It's stuck. Got a big chunk taken out over here. But I guess all in all, it could be worse. So, let's see what else we got before we try to fire it up. Car charger, and I'm assuming this is to play it on the TV. Not really sure. Never had one of these. So it looks like the car charger is the only charger that it came with. That will be fun. I believe these things have a fuse in them. They do. Looks like the fuse is good. Throwing things everywhere. So with that fuse showing good, that means this charger hopefully is good as well. We'll have to try that here in a little bit. And I know this goes to the top, but I'm not really sure what you use that for. Oh, here's the button. It is snapped off. So that definitely will not, I don't know if it's going to pick up or not. Yeah, inside's just broke right there. So that definitely will not go back on, and it's an aftermarket one anyways. It's not even the original button, so that thing's junk. And it looks like we got a PSP manual. Man, this thing is thick. I don't remember these being like that, but it's been a long time since I've had and messed with a PSP, so get this stuff back in here. Set the game in here, and let's take a look at the system itself. Alright. Let's double check and make sure there is a battery. No liquid damage on the indicator. I'm gonna have to do something better with this lighting. There you go, you can see that. So it's on the opposite side of where I was afraid the liquid damage was, though, so we'll start to take a look at that. And real quick before, well, we'll try it, but I'm just curious. Real quick, let's see if this thing even has any juice in it before we even fire it up. I'll be able to get down there to it. These things are so tiny. Alright, can't even get to it, so let's toss it back in here and make sure. Well, they were definitely right. Doesn't do anything, so let's see if we can test this battery. Alright, so I just cut a couple pieces of flat metal here, and I'm gonna see if maybe I can just kind of extend the connection out so I can get a reading on it. Just like that. See if this will work. Getting a little reading there. Alright, so I'm going to assume that that worked just like it should have. And that there's a reading telling me that this battery is completely dead, and it's it may not even be any good anymore. This looks like it's the original Sony battery. I'm not familiar off the top of my head with the power that a regular battery should have, so I'm going to go jump in the truck, plug this up, and see if we get any light indication or anything on this thing. Alright, so I just went and tested the charger. I mean, as far as I could tell, the charger was working. I guess I could have put the multimeter to it. Probably going to go ahead and just order another charger because I want to get this thing working, and even if not this one, I want a PSP in general. So, you know, if something happens and this one doesn't work out, then I guess, you know, I got some parts that maybe are good for a future one. But I'm not going to wait the whole time just for another charger so I can plug it up. There's obviously something wrong with it inside, and even if there's not, I want to give this thing a good cleaning all the way around because I know that I have some sticky buttons here and over here. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking this thing apart just to see if maybe I can see anything right off the bat and figure out why it's not working just kind of a visual before the new charger gets in, and then I can test it again if I don't really see anything, and then we might have to do a bit more diving in to, if I can get this off, to some of the components. You know what? I'm not even gonna use this. So there we go. Problem solved. So the good news is it doesn't look like this has been taken apart. Here's the warranty sticker. Nothing's been popped for the screws or anything, so that is always a plus. Oh yeah, you can see there's some residue of something right here, super sticky. Gonna assume that's probably a Coke. The memory card looks good, so we'll just put this in a drawer for later. There we go. Alright, no ribbon cables or nothing. So we got the buttons. That popped right out. So set this aside and we will give that a good cleaning here in a little bit. Alright. I don't see anything major with it. These buttons down here are definitely dirty, but that was expected. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and remove this screen and take a better look. There we go. So I'm unsure how this screen is attached. Looks like there's a ribbon cable directly behind it. Almost as if... No, I guess this is how it would go. Oh, that is not good. Alright, got a couple little ribbon cables here. There we go. Wiggle them out nice and easy. As far as I can tell, the screen looks good. It looks dirty. But hopefully, I'm going to set that up here, out of the way. Hopefully that screen is in good condition. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull this, pull this metal casing off. If I can. That screw looks like it goes into the metal casing, so that's on the back. So I'm going to set that up there. This is the latch for the disc tray back here. So I just want to keep that in mind. So the rest of this I really just wanted to look at. Probably going to go ahead and remove both of these boards right here and get them cleaned up. See, so this is the side that had the gunk on it, as you can see all through here. The board itself looks really good. I mean, it looks fantastic. So I'm hoping maybe none of that really got past this, but I do want to pull this off, check up underneath here, and then, like I said, give both of these a good cleaning and anything else I see on the board. And then after that, I'm probably just going to go ahead and clean up around this and actually get everything put back together, because so far I'm not seeing anything that should cause an issue of why it's not turning on. You know, I'll be able to check the switch and stuff once I get it off, but I don't know. I'm hoping maybe a dead battery, bad charger. I don't know. But there's not a whole lot I can do with this from this point without having a charger to be able to test some points. So let's go ahead and get these two pieces off and see if there's anything that sticks out. Alright, so this one's slightly different, but still basically... So the ribbon cable is attached on this one. See what we got. Hold it on up here. I think it was just kind of stuck down with a bit of tape. Alright, so we can see that this is actually wires running over to a different connector. Looks like it's all attached in there. Don't have to worry about that falling out. Shall I go ahead and pull this board off and take a look at the other side? 1, 2, 3, 4 little connectors and just a couple screws. So this is soldered on. Where does this go? It's over here. I wonder if this is the antenna. What does that say? Hitachi cable. Okay. Looks like the switch. Seems like the switch is fine. We'll check that a bit more later. That looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and just run some tests and see what I get on this board while we're here. Alright, so we got ground. Ground side, positive side. So it looks like the charger itself is good. I'll test one more with the actual inside. Yep, perfect. Alright, doesn't look like there's any shorts with the power switch. Yep, that goes, let's see, through the board, up. Alright, so we're just going to trace it. Found it to be going right here. Well, if I could hold it still. Alright, so we have power going through this board. Alright, I think I need to pull this off. Go ahead and run a few more tests on it. So far, everything seems to be good from the switch and from here. So, and the board looks clean. I don't see anything major that's really standing out. So, go ahead and pull this board off, and then if this one looks good and I can't find any faults underneath, then we're going to put it all back together and order a new battery and a new charger. Now, a lot of this probably could be avoided if I would just simply look up and see what a dead battery, like totally dead battery, should be. But what's the fun in that? Ooh, something gave loose that way. I wonder if there's a plug or something underneath. Alright, I believe we have it. Get this guy out of the way. Alright. Not sure where that piece goes. Alright, so first glance, I don't see anything that is standing out that might be bad. Okay, this must be the Wi-Fi switch right here. You know, first time taking a PSP apart. So this is the first model. This is the 1000. Not too bad. I think as long as you take your time, you know, especially if you have any experience with stuff like this, I think you will be just fine. Now there is another board back behind all this. There was a little plug-in. I thought it kind of felt like there was, but I don't think that I'm going to go through the trouble of removing all of this, although I don't really see any screws or anything on this. Oh, yeah. So right here, you got to take these two things out. Right in here is just a little lip that this metal tray is up underneath. Other than that, it looks like you could probably pull these two screws out, pull this off, get this off, and be able to see the back side to this. However, I don't think I'm going to mess with it. I think this is as far as I want to go. I really want to be careful around this little area, make sure I don't move or knock anything off. So I think this is as far as I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go ahead and clean everything up that I can, and then get this thing put back together, because I definitely want to clean around some of this. I guess the real question is, can I get this off? Because I got to be able to get this switch off. Oh, that was not how I wanted to do that. Wow, there's really not much left to it. I kind of took this thing all the way apart. Let's hope I can get it back together, right? Alright, so definitely as far as I'm going, let's get to cleaning. Alright, so I have the, what I can only guess is the audio and Wi-Fi card for this. So there was some Coke residue on the outside of this. Got all of this cleaned up. The metal piece is still jumping around. Let's see here. Alright, so let's get all this put back together. And we are going to hope... See one more spot I need to clean real quick. But we're going to hope that I don't forget anything. Alright. This guy should just pop right down. Just like that. Alright. I'm going to leave this just like that. This little metal piece popped back down. There we go. Perfect. All right, for this little clip, all right. So next, before I go any further, I want to get this nasty piece cleaned up and get these two. We're getting there. Get this all back on. I feel like every time I clean something, I can always go back and find all kinds of little spots that I missed. All right. So you get this switch cleaned up. Let's get this bad boy popped back in here. Oh, much better. Much better. Alright, so I believe at this point we are ready for this board. I'm going to try to get the well, not the charger, but this port up here at the top end first. Don't want to smash this ribbon cable. Alright, looks like the board is in place. Maybe not. Let's see here. Something's still pushing it up. This guy right here. Now, this guy. Alright. Got the switch in the right position. Push down gently. Get that little connector underneath here pushed in. Alright, everything looks good. So we'll get the batteries hooked up. And this or not the batteries, but the speakers hooked up. And this ribbon cable hooked up. Then we should be ready for this guy. Oh, and this guy, I forgot about him. He goes over here. Get him back in place. Alright, that looks like that's in. Alright. Got everything cleaned up. I'm just going to try to slide this screen back in. See how difficult this is going to be. There we go. That was not that bad at all. Zoom back out a bit. Let's get the home buttons back in, and we are almost ready to put this thing completely back together. I thought we were for a second. I forgot we got to clean the buttons. Perfect. All right, let's just get these buttons cleaned up and then get this thing back together. All right, so we have all the buttons cleaned, and I'm gonna just spray off the spacing before I put the buttons in, and then spray off the screen. Try to get as much dirt and debris. Fortunately, I am just out in a garage, so there is a lot of dust and debris and stuff out in the air, so hopefully when I put it back together, it's not too bad. Alright, so we actually put a new screen protector on the other day, and I have some basically stickers to pull any dirt up off the screen that needs to be pulled up. Did not realize how scratched up this outside screen was until just now. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not that great either. A lot stickier than I remember. Should have left it alone. Alright, looks like everything popped into place. I was really worried about the screen underneath, but you can see right there how just some of the dirt and scratches that are on the outside of the screen. Never even gonna know if it's on the inside or outside, so. Alright, let's get the screws back in there. Alright, so good news is all of the buttons seem to be working really well. The home button is working just like it should, along with the Wi-Fi. Those are really the only buttons, and the L button. I do remember it. It doesn't quite have that same kind of popping noise, but it is a whole lot better than what it was. So there was one thing that I done with this on cleaning that maybe if I would have watched some videos and had some actual knowledge of this thing before just diving in and taking it apart, is the top buttons. You can kind of tell right there. No, that's not the camera that looks like that on the inside of the L. That is where some isopropyl alcohol got whenever I was cleaning this one up. Didn't even think about it being painted, but it's just a thin layer of white paint underneath this. So as I was cleaning right here, it just kind of ran down and got it. This one I caught myself, and this right here looks perfect. So if there's one thing that I really learned from taking this apart so far, it's definitely watch that some of this stuff, the alcohol can't eat it away. Other than that, the overall disassembly and reassembly, it really wasn't that bad. I took my time, and like I said, I'd never done one of these before, so I didn't exactly know what I was getting into, but I would gladly do another repair on a PSP, I think, versus like a 3DS or something along those lines. Alright guys, it has been probably 3, maybe 4 days, and we have our new charger. So it's not an OEM Sony charger. Couldn't unfortunately find one, so I had to just kind of go with one that got good reviews on Amazon. So we're going to test it and see if this thing works. So did order a battery too. The battery is not in, but I want to see, after having a few days off, I was able to kind of figure out that a lot of these batteries tend to go bad just from sitting around. So I'm thinking that maybe the this little charger that I had for it just maybe wouldn't give enough juice or power or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on and see if we get anything. Alright, so it's been a while, but from what I can remember, this is pretty much exactly what a Sony charger, well, not exactly. The obviously the label's different, but it looks like it'll do. So, alright, all we need is a orange light. That's what we're looking for. Here we go, moment of truth. Oh, we got an orange light. We have a orange light. So in the description, it said that they had tried multiple chargers for this thing. I don't believe that, because the only thing I really did was clean what looked like Coke residue from the inside. I mean, it was so gummed up. It could have been something else. I don't know. It looked like a Coke or Pepsi or something had been spilt all on this side. All right, I wonder if this thing will come on. May have to give it a second to charge up. Oh no. Look at that. Reset and everything. All right. What is today? Looks like this thing was last played in 2015. Wow, this thing has been setting for a while. Alright, so I need to test a few more things. Brightness works. Volume works. Don't have any music, so I don't know if that music player will work. Alright, let's pop in a game and see if it reads a game. Off camera, I did actually go ahead and clean this game, and I just super glued this joystick back on. Sounds normal. It popped up. Sounds just like it should. I feel like it's taking a long time to load. Oh, there we go. Volume works. Yes, that home button is working. That doesn't sound too good. But that may be normal. It's been a long time since I have played one of these things. I don't know. That does not sound good though. Alright, so it looks like we're picking up from where we last... Well, not we, but where they last left off. I've never played this game, so... Don't have a clue where we're at. Played Vice City, but not the stories. Alright, all the buttons that I can tell so far looks like they work. See, I need a car. Got to test this this button up here, the left trigger. What is this? Oh, that's a bike. Get back here. There we go. Alright guys, I think that's going to end it right there. Everything looks like it is working just fine. Oh, I'm happy. So I'm going to do some more testing on this, make sure that the game and everything is playing like it should, because that's a weird noise. I'm not so sure about that. So I'll keep you guys updated. If you like it, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know. And I got plenty more videos where this came from. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.